as they are ready to see NC State go to work. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy go.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
And you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball last.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive.
Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of...
And And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Handoff to the lone back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, no! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Willihan. Getting some heat. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. He's right on target. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
Using the quick game. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Willihan. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. Gun wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. He was thinking touchdown.
Initial defense, man. They did a great job. You could tell he wanted to throw the football. They take it away. 3rd down's a big down. You could tell scrambling, try to get in the end zone. Nice job by the defense, corralling him, getting on the ground, and now bringing up a big 4th down.
Field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to...
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. He doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. To get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around, see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Willihan. He lofts one down the sideline. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. This time they'll go to the running game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Willihan. He's got him in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to the 1st down. He's got 59 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Morton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Gets it out quickly. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So
the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding his zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The pitch. Going airborne.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Banks. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll try it over the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
And it'll be downed right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
He now has 111 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh.
The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They keep attacking through the air. That's caught. It's Manziel. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminole. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops the throw. Grabs it in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Bueno. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Putting scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. On the run, it's good. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. NC State will pick up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Shakes off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Second down coming up. They'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Blasted as he lets it go. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Wolfpack will have first and 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They've got a first and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the running back.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Willihan. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Feeling some heat. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Takes the handoff. It's Morton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it for them when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw to him.
Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Knowles. And the punishment has been extended.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Florida State 66, NC State 10.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Just destroying his way through the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Seminoles. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air, it's Woollyhan. The throw, quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Bringing it back, it's Bueno. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And more yards after contact. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 25, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Offense now working in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And the Seminoles get it past the sticks. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a win.